5 seconds to go. Start. Honorable members, it gives me immense pleasure to address the joint sitting of the two houses of Parliament. In the annals of our democracy, 2019 is an important milestone. We, the people of India, are celebrating the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation, this year. 13th April this year will also mark 100 years of the tragic massacre at Jallianwala Bagh. On behalf of the entire nation, I bow to pay tribute to all those martyrs who sacrificed their lives for a bright future for us. This year, our country will also celebrate the 70th anniversary of the Constitution Day. It is in this historic central hall that the illustrious architects of our Constitution had sculpted the Constitution of India. This year, we are also celebrating the 550th birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, who taught us to lead our lives with the spirit of service and goodwill. I am glad that our country is following the dreams of Gandhi Ji to build an inclusive society based on ethics and principles. Our nation is moving ahead, guided by the ideals of social and economic justice as enshrined in the Constitution by Baba Sahib Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. The efforts of my government clearly reflect a belief in an egalitarian society as espoused by Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia, the torchbearer of public conscience against the politics of exploitation. Honorable members, prior to the 2014 general election, the country was passing through a phase of uncertainty. After the elections, my government assumed charge and vowed to build a a new India with no place for imperfect, corrupt, and inertia ridden carved shaped systems. From day one, the mission of my government, based on transparency, was to improve the lives of our citizens, to eradicate their difficulties owing to poor governance, and to make sure that the benefit of public services reach the lowest strata of the society. The targets of my government were determined by countless and helpless faces, such as that poor mother who cooked in a smoke filled kitchen, that helpless sister who was compelled to postpone her own treatment due to financial worries despite serious illness, that daughter who had to wait the whole day until the cover of darkness for going to the toilet, that child who was compelled to wait for daylight to study with no electricity. In the last 4.5 years, my government has infused new hope and confidence among the people of the country, enhanced the country's image, and has effectively brought in social and economic change. As a result, my government has been able to win immeasurable affection and trust of the people. The main goal of my government is to improve the life of every Indian. Honorable members, for an inclusive and modern development of our country, it needs to be ensured that not a single family is deprived of fundamental needs. My government, which is sensitive to the needs of the common people and understands their pain, has prioritized provision of basic amenities, addressed health concerns of the people, and implemented the government schemes at an unprecedented pace after restructuring them. Lack of toilets had forced crores of Indians, especially our daughters and daughters in law, to lead an undignified and unhealthy life. Under the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, more than 9 crore toilets have been constructed. It is the outcome of this mass movement that coverage of rural sanitation that was less than 40% in 2014 has increased to 98%. According to an assessment, because of the toilets built, numerous poor persons have been spared of various kind of diseases and more than 3 lakh lives have been saved. In the year of the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, we must remember that we have resolved in his memory to achieve Swachh Bharat by 2nd October. Honorable members, many of our mothers, sisters, and daughters used to suffer from various illnesses because of smoke filled kitchens, which also affected health of the entire family, and much of their effort and time were spent in collecting firewood. My government has provided more than 6 crore cooking gas connections to such sisters and daughters under the Ujjwala Yojana. Even after decades of efforts, there were only 12 crore gas connections in the country in 2014. In a short period of last 4.5 years, 13 crore families have been provided gas connections. We are fully aware that the burden of expenditure on medical treatment further impoverishes the poor families. My government, which empathizes with this pain, has launched the Ayushman Bharat Yojana last year. Under the world's biggest health care scheme, प्रधानमंत्री जन आरोग्य अभियान, 50 crore poor are eligible for availing treatment up to rupees 5 lakh per year per family in case of a serious illness. In a short period of 4 months, more than 10 lakh poor have already availed free treatment from hospitals under this scheme, which is a remarkable achievement. Stop.